Today Carl Frampton missed weight, for his, number one contender fight, with Andres Gutierrez out of Mexico. Sorry if I butchered his name. This your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic. And Carl Frampton came in 1 pound over the 126-pound featherweight limit. The winner of this fight would have been the mandatory for Gary Russell Jr. So Andreas will still have a shot to, become the mandatory, but Carl Frampton won't. He won't try to drop the 1 pound. He just gonna keep it moving. And he's talked about in the past where, in the last few weeks, about him moving up to 130 pounds. But I think he really wants the Leo Santa Cruz rematch. And if Rigondeaux's coming to 126, please believe me, Leo Santa Cruz will be right behind him at 130 pounds. So, for Carl Frampton, of course it's unprofessional not to make weight. It's unprofessional not to try to cut the 1 pound. But I don't think Andres Gutierrez give a damn, though. He in there to do a job. Haven't fought top competition, lost a majority, decision a few fights ago. He looking to, in a huge step up in competition. Of course, Carl Frampton is still the favorite. He should do what he got to do versus guy, and see what the future holds. Was he really gonna fight Gary Russell? That's why I think he didn't give a fuck about making the weight. If it was a title on the line, I think he would have been cool with dropping the pound. He would have found a way to drop the pound or attempted to drop the pound. With no title on the line, and I don't think he's too eager to become Gary Russell's mandatory from the beginning. I understand it, because in my opinion, Gary Russell will, stump all over this guy's face, beat his ass, and pretty much put him on the skits. And that's just my personal opinion on there. But I still think he's the better fighter than Leo Santa Cruz. I guess he wants the rematch. But I feel Santa Cruz on not giving him the immediate rematch. 3 times in a row. Let's try something different, and down the road, if it makes sense, let's do it. Let's have a rubber match. But him not making the weight, I mean, you can't be mad on him, but he really didn't want to fight Gary Russell. Come on, let's keep it 100. And he really ain't fighting nobody anyway, so why even give this guy, Andreas, a little bit more chance by you draining yourself a little bit more, weakening yourself, and giving him a chance to upset the apple cart. So I feel Carl Frampton on that. Like I said, he expressed moving up to 130 pounds already. And, I think 126 pounds is a stretch for him. I seen him get dropped in this American debut at 126, 122 pounds. He going to 130. I think he's just too small for 130. And, we'll see. But it's a boxing clinic. We gone.